This is our CRI OneDrive training. This will be just an introduction to Office 365 cloud-based storage. So first things first, things we're going to go over today are logging into Office 365, accessing the OneDrive, creating new files and folders, uploading files, deleting files and folders, sharing files and folders, and syncing files and folders. So first things first, we're going to learn how to log in. So if you just went to Google and typed in Office 365, that first link up there will take you exactly where you need to go. So here's just going to be your login section over here. You're going to use your CRI credentials. So your email at CRI for results, and the password that you have associated with that email address or your login credentials. So after you log in, it usually will take you to your Outlook. So this is what you'll usually see when you log in. Now to find the OneDrive, you're going to use this navigation thing over here, these little boxes. You'll click on that, and then you'll have all these options here. So you got your email, your calendar, contacts, and you'll see here along the top line, you'll have the OneDrive, this little cloud icon. So you'll select that. So the first thing you'll see is it's just like any other, folder or anything like that you'll have on your desktop. It's just like my computer. You've got your folders, you've got documents. So the first thing we're going to go over is how to add a new folder. So you'll click this new icon on the left, and that'll bring up these options. Now you can create all of these, documents within Office 365 online. So you can start a new document right there and add it directly to the OneDrive. But for now, we're just going to add a new folder. So create this. We'll call it OneDrive CRI Training. So now we have this folder here, and we can click on that folder, and now you have to populate it. So to populate the folder, you'll use this upload icon here. You'll select that. That's going to open up your, my computer, any place that you would be storing files. So you can select a file, click open, and that'll add it into there. You can also drag and drop. So if you went to my computer and you wanted to find a file on the M drive or something, marketing stuff, you can just take that file, drag it in here, and drop it, and that will also add your file. The OneDrive gives you the option to upload up to 10 gigs per file. So probably a video or something like that. If it's 10 gigs or under, you can upload that individual file onto the OneDrive. That makes it a great option for using as a Dropbox to share large files with other people, or to just have it somewhere saved where you can access it from any computer. You have over 1 terabyte of space on the OneDrive, so you have plenty of storage space if you want to store large files and be able to share them. You also have the ability to edit files in Office 365 online. So this PowerPoint here, if I just click on it, that'll open up the PowerPoint online. You can edit the presentation. You can either edit it with your desktop version by selecting Edit in PowerPoint. So this gives you the full functionality of Microsoft PowerPoint that you have on your desktop. or you can edit it in PowerPoint Online where you can make quick changes. It has a lot of the functionality, but not all of it. So if you wanted to do something big and really get to the nitty-gritty of it, you'll want to bring it down to your desktop and make edits. And if you want to make small changes, use the online version. You can make it quick, and it saves automatically. So when you go back, all of your changes will be saved there. Now, if we go back to our documents, let's say we want to share that file that we just made with those two, share the folder that we just made with those two files in it. So you'll see these little check icons on the left appear when I hover over it. So if I select that, I can then click the share icon at the top here, and that'll bring the share box up. Now, you can select multiple folders, obviously, folders or files. Or if you want to share everything, you can select it all by clicking this checkbox at the top. So for now, we're just going to share this. Click the share icon. Now, when you invite people, if you're sharing with people within our network, you'll just start typing their name. So let's say Mahul here, and he'll pop up. And he's just added to the people that you're going to share. Now, if you want to share it with someone outside of the network, so that's someone without a CRI email, essentially, you will start typing the email, and it will most of the time require you to type the entire email unless you've invited them in the past to share a folder. So I've invited this outside person, this outside email address in the past, so he pops up right there. And as you can see, it tells you that this person is outside your organization. Now, if you wanted to share with everyone, and this can get slightly dangerous because everyone includes anyone that someone has shared a file with before. If they're in your network and they've shared a document through OneDrive with someone before, they're included with this everyone. So it's your network plus everyone that anyone in your network has shared a file or folder with. So you don't entirely know who that is, so I would say steer clear of that option. Now, everyone except external users means everyone within your network. So everyone in the CRI network will get this, this folder and be able to view it. Now, once you've selected the people that you want to share it with, you have this little option on the right-hand side here. You have Can Edit and Can View. Now, the Can Edit option gives you the same options that I just had as the creator of the folder. You get these icons at the top. So this is just a screenshot of, I was shared this folder, I opened it, and these are the options that I have. So obviously I can add things to it. I can put new files in it. I can share it with other people. I can edit those files. It gives me basically free range over what I can do with those files if you give me the editing ability. Now, if you just select Can View, you have very limited options. You don't have any of those icons at the top, so you can't share it, you can't add to it, anything. All you can do is click on it and view the file. So that's all you can do. So once you've selected who you want to send it to, you selected what kind of functionality you want to give them, then you can include a personal message. You can say, hey, this is the file I told you about. That way they just have a better idea of what you're sending them. And down here, if you click the Show Options, this gives you the option to either send an email, as initially we have set up here, or to not send an email. Now, you would want to not send an email, let's say, if you were going to send to a large group of people that you told already you were going to get access to. So if you're sending an email because the person has no idea that you're giving them access to, obviously that helps because they get an email that says, this person is giving you access to view this folder. if they already know that they're going to have access, you don't have to send an email, and they can go into their OneDrive and they will have access the next time that they go into their OneDrive and want to look for that folder. This shared with button down here shows you who you are sharing this folder with. So as you can see here, I'm the owner, and I'm just sharing with myself. Now, if you were sharing with multiple people, let's say, for instance, this marketing folder, you'll see that we have multiple people on here. So I'm the owner again, and that means that I can change the functionality that the people that I shared it with can have. So right now, this person can only view it. I can give him the option that he can edit it. This person now can edit it, so he has all functionality, and maybe I'll change it so he can view it. Now, if I wanted to remove people from this list, I can simply go here, let's say, and we'll stop sharing. So that means that they will no longer have access to this folder via the OneDrive. So that's a good way, if you're the owner, to manage who can see it and who cannot see it, especially over a period of time. So maybe you're working with a client and they needed certain files, but now you're not working with them anymore, so you can remove them from being able to view those files. And then, of course, save changes at the bottom, and that's how you edit who, in the future, who can continue to view or edit any of the files that you shared. The last thing I'm going to show you here is how to sync files with your desktop. It works a little bit differently from desktop to desktop, but the OneDrive functionality usually is pretty straightforward in how you share those files or folders. So we'll go to the file that we just created here, the OneDrive CRI training, and we'll select the sync icon at the top. So it says you're going to sync this library or device for easy access. You say sync now. It's going to tell you, what it's going to do. Say launch application. So now it tells you where it's syncing your files to. So this is our C drive, users, J Harper, OneDrive for Business. So if you went to your C drive, go to my computer, you can see this icon is going to pop up in your favorites. So OneDrive for Business, I'll select that. And as you can see, here's that folder that we just synced with. So now if I open this and I make changes to it, if we have an automatic syncing, every change that I make to this file, when I resave it to this folder, will be automatically changed on the online version of this file. And the same thing goes for that, making changes online. Once I edit it and save it, it will then be shot back down to your desktop with those same changes. So this kind of creates a seamless connection between your desktop and the online version. So you don't have to use just one. If it's more comfortable for you to use the desktop version and desktop programs, that's an easy way to have a seamless connection and know that all of your files are being updated on the OneDrive as well as your desktop. So that's all we have for now, and this is, again, just a small portion of the functionality that you have both in Office 365 and the OneDrive. We'll be putting together some other small tidbits of knowledge that you need to know, especially with the sync feature, so stay tuned for that, and thank you for viewing.